Hello! You are watching the Garden Corner Show. We are a show where we're crazy, passionate about everything that we know of about gardening. So you might be on the wrong channel. Just change the channel if this is not where you want to be. I am J-Dog, John Carstrom. I'm out here with Mr. Dave. I'm going to talk today about our two different personalities within one person. So here on one side, we have a personality that we're tired of brown, tired of gray, and we want some color in our gardens because we feel like we're just at the cusp of spring. Of course, spring kind of goes like this, the temperature-wise. But then the other side is we want to also be productive in our garden. We like to harvest something out of our garden. We like to eat what we've planted. And we're going to fuse this personality into one super hybrid gardener. So, and how we're going to do that is via grapes. Now, one hand, grapes are great for an ornamental purpose, that you can take an arbor that you have and grow grapes. And the reason being is that they are quick. They can grow up, over, and down very, very easily. You have a big pergola in an area or a long pergola, grapes can go up and over, and it's a really neat look to have the grapes hang down. If you have a wall or trellis, we'll get into all the uses, but here's a wall or trellis, you can actually do a grape on that as well. Let's go over very quickly. I'm going to give you some helpful hints later on about that. But let's go over quickly on how to shop for a grape, because I have 15 different varieties, and on one hand, it's like I've told you before, it's a wonderland of great varieties. On the other hand, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So now, grapes are essentially imagine two different types of grapes. One are the wine grapes, the slip skin type grapes. And if you ever eaten a slip skin grape, I did this when I was younger over at Bobby Olson's house. His mom had a bunch of grapes, and we'd go through and sneak in our garden and pick these grapes. Bobby was with us, so it was okay. And we'd pick these grapes, and those are the grapes where you slip the inside pulp into your mouth, because the outside of the grape, the skin, was the tart sour. So if we were really good, we'd slip it right in, and they're really nice, sweet, and tasting. And on other days, we'd just pop in our mouth and patooey out the skin. So that is one type. And by the way, wine grapes, if you are a lot of fun. You don't have to make wine to grow those grapes. They're also very good as a juice grape. So certainly I have all the types of wines, all the types of grapes. Other types are the table grapes. And table grapes generally are seedless grapes. You can get them in a white grape. The white grape, think Lakemont grape, think Himrod. Himrod is a great one for a traditional white grape, which is a white grape is really a lime green grape, or the Ramali grape. Now, then there are the red grapes. Now, everyone's thinking, I want a Concord grape. In Pacific Northwest, there are better grapes. Hang tight. Try another grape first, should I say. And because there's a lot of neat red grapes. Again, table grapes, fresh eating, also good for juices. You can make jams and jellies too. And they're seedless. Did I say that already? Can't remember. Anyway, one type of grape I want you to take a look at is the Einstedt grape. This guy right here, it's a nice red grape, great for eating fresh, juicing, or making jelly. So one to keep an eye out for. And there's the Cannabis, there is the Vanessa, and there is the Flame grape. Flame has been around for a long, long time. All very delicious eating red grapes. One particularly that if you're deciding to do a grape, and you need not have to have a bunch of varieties, you can do just a single variety grape, is the red Suffolk grape. Now this is if you're looking for the red traditional grocery store grape, this is the one you want to do, and also grows very, very well out here in the Pacific Northwest. So red Suffolk grape. And finally, I wanted to show you the Glenora grape. So this is a blue grape, a blue table grape. So we have a white grape, a red grape, and a blue grape. Range that around, we've got a red, white, blue. Hey. So now, what do we do with these grapes? So certainly we can punch in a big post to hold up these 12 gauge wires at 4 foot and 6 foot, and you can run it as long in 8 foot spacing, but need not have to be that. It can be as simple as taking a trellis, and a wine grape is a lot of fun, especially if you are a wine connoisseur. You're out on your patio in the summer months, especially if you get hot sun. South facing is a great one. Is plant a grape in a container, grow it along a trellis. Now, orchard people are going to say, hey, wait a minute, this is going to really outgrow it quickly. And it will. So it's just a little bit of tending to it. So we will prune it to how to the width and height of the trellis, and we'll just keep pruning that out. So I can go over those details later on, but it makes for a great display. You actually can have grapes hanging right off of your trellis. Really a neat look. Now, you might have some spots that don't really work well for a trellis. It could be that fence on the back side that you look out your kitchen window. Don't look at fences. If your fence gets that south-facing sun, if it gets that hot sun on your side, here's an option. It's to grow a grape along there. You'll need to be able to train that grape up the fence, especially if it's a wood fence. If it's a chain link, you can run for miles with that. But if it's a wood fence, you're going to have to tack it up till it reaches the top and then run it over. If you have, hey T-Bird, if you have stone, brick, one way to run a grape along there is to use these types of tabs. I don't know if you can see that, Mr. Dave. Tell me if you can. So it's these tabs that are, this is a great tab that you can anchor onto the brick or stone, and it uses a very unique type of glue, so you need not have to have any kind of drilling. You put a tab of glue right onto the tab, and then hold it into place right like that, and then dry that, and we'll take a little cord and tie your grape right on there. It's a great one for any kind of vine, as a matter of fact. So anyway, an option for you. I hope that helps. So you can certainly do that on brick. You can do that on trellis. You can do that on wood. Grapes can be everywhere and very, very productive. Anyway, I hope that helps. If it didn't, here is your quote for the day. Happiness belongs to the self-sufficient. Thank you very much, Aristotle. Always, always live your passion.
See me right out of the sunset.